Now come on to the urgent question on digital ID. Mike Wood.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. To ask the Chancellor of the Duchy of Lancaster if he will make a statement on mandatory digital ID.
Minister.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. Following my appointment as a joint minister across the Cabinet Office and the Department for Science, Innovation and Technology, I'd like to respond to members' concerns about the digital ID policy. The programme has two core objectives. First, to transform the state and make it work better for ordinary working people. Too often, accessing public services is harder than it should be. Digital ID will change this, providing the foundation of how we transform public services for everyone. The new digital ID will be a modern, secure and trusted way for people to prove who they are and to access services across both the public and the private sector. It will be inclusive. We will issue the new digital ID to everyone who wants one and has the right to be in the UK, including the around 10% of UK citizens without traditional forms of ID. This will be transformational for how they access services too. And it will unlock government services that work better for people, saving people time, hassle and money. It will reduce fraud and enabling new possibilities for integrated services and make interacting with government easier for everyone. That is why, by the end of this Parliament, we will design and roll out a digital credential to every eligible UK citizen who wants one. One that is easy to use and unlocks improved public services. Second, we are committed to reducing illegal migration and will be mandating that right-to-work checks are conducted digitally. Currently, employers can carry out checks of over a dozen different forms of ID. And for British and Irish citizens, many of these checks are currently paper-based. This is confusing, vulnerable to fraud, and it doesn't always create a clear record of when and where checks have been carried out. As the Prime Minister clearly said yesterday, there will be checks, they will be digital, and they will be mandatory. Those seeking to work illegally in the United Kingdom will no longer be able to provide fraudulent papers. Information obtained from digital right-to-work checks will be available to help crack down on unscrupulous employers who are undercutting British workers and hiring people without legal right to work. This is about fairness, ensuring only those with a genuine right to work in the United Kingdom are able to work in the United Kingdom. We will be consulting imminently in a range of ways on how we design this scheme, and we want to hear from people, businesses and stakeholder groups across the United Kingdom on an approach that works for them. A new digital ID will put power back in people's hands, helping to make services more personal, joined up and effective, and ensuring everyone can access the support they need when they need it. And it will be...
I assume the Minister is about to come to a conclusion. He's overrun his 3 minutes. Very quickly.
I'm proud this Labour government is building this vital public infrastructure to make government work better for everyone.
Thank you. He read that beautifully with a straight face. Because in September, the Prime Minister tossed this mandatory digital ID onto the table as a classic dead cat distraction, purely to keep Andy Burnham off the front pages going into Labour conference. And now it's left to the junior minister to come here to explain why the policy that he spent months saying was absolutely vital is now being hollowed out. Now, I do congratulate him on his new appointment last Friday. I suspect that he's quickly learning that the price of his red box is to have to go out on a very thin limb, put his own credibility on the line, only for those higher up in government to rev the chainsaw, leaving him exposed with only the flimsiest of pretences to protect his dignity. The pretence that this policy is still a going concern. Because, Madam Deputy Speaker, in less than 4 months, it's gone from dead cat to dead parrot. And like Monty Python's pet shop owner, the Minister is asking us all to deny what we can see clearly with our own eyes. He does everything short of inviting us to admire its beautiful plumage. But, Madam Deputy Speaker, this policy has passed on. So my questions for the Minister are, does the government still expect digital ID in this new form to cost £1.8 billion? Is it going to be mandatory or not? And what on earth does the taxpayer get for that money if you don't even have to have it? But above all, when is he going to finally face facts, stop spending billions on this zombie boondoggle that's wandering aimlessly in search of a problem to solve, and save the taxpayers' money? Madam Deputy Speaker, this is a dead policy.
Someone's had their Weetabix. Minister Simons.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. Well, let me answer the honourable gentleman by stepping back for a moment and stating clearly what British citizens and taxpayers will get. Digital IDs will be rolled out free to everyone who wants one. If anyone does not want one, they do not have to have one. People will be able to use that credential to prove their right to work digitally by the end of this Parliament, which will make it easier for businesses to check right to work and enable tougher enforcement against illegal working. We will harness the potential of this credential to deliver a transformation in digital government and public services. I, for one, am tired of constituents frustrated by basic problems that we should have fixed decades ago. A lack of joined-up government, a lack of control over their public services in their fingertips. This is free, voluntary, digital infrastructure, a foundation for public service improvement and private sector innovation, which we should have built years ago, as the honourable gentleman's predecessors in the last Conservative government recognised. But of course we didn't, because as the British people know very well and passed judgment at the last election, the Conservatives gave up governing this country properly. They gave up on reforming the state, and they gave up on making government work better for ordinary people. This government will not.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker, and I welcome my honourable friends, the honourable gentleman's explanation at the dispatch box about the change. We've been here before and issued identity cards, as they were when the technology was much older, so I welcome the new approach. We already do tax, we already do renewal of driving licences and many other things with government online, proving who we are. But can I say to the honourable gentleman, could he confirm three things? For me to make this work, it must not be mandatory, it must not be a requirement to access a public service, and for those who choose not to or are not able to have one, including some of the 10% that he mentioned, there need to be really clear and established workarounds so that they don't